On the morning of January 3rd, 2026, the world watched as the sun rose over a different Venezuela. For more than a decade, the man in the bunker had believed himself untouchable, protected by a fortress of fear he had built upon the suffering of his own people. He had turned a wealthy nation into a prison where hunger was a weapon and dissent was a death sentence. Under his command, the shadows of Caracas hid unspeakable horrors. In the spiral concrete belly of El Helicoide, a once modern icon turned torture chamber, hundreds of political prisoners faced electric shocks, asphyxiation, and beatings in total darkness. His special forces, the FAES, acted as death squads, carrying out thousands of extrajudicial executions in poor neighborhoods to silence any whisper of rebellion. He stole elections and crushed protests with Operation Knock Knock, dragging terrified teenagers and grandmothers from their homes for merely dreaming of freedom. His cruelty forced nearly 8 million Venezuelans to flee across borders, walking thousands of miles to escape the misery he engineered. But on this night, the impunity ended. At 10:46 p.m., President Trump gave the final order. Operation Absolute Resolution began not with a speech, but with the roar of 150 fighter jets, F-22s, F-35s, and F-18, launching simultaneously from 20 different bases. In a matter of minutes, the regime's air defenses at Fuerte Tiuna and La Carlota were pulverized. The Iron Dome that protected the dictator was shattered without a single American casualty. With the skies cleared, the true reckoning arrived. 12 helicopters from the 161st Special Operations Aviation Regiment swept low over the valley of Caracas. Inside were over 100 operators of the Delta Force, men who had trained for months for this exact moment. They descended upon the dictator's secret fortress, a reinforced bunker where he slept, believing his steel doors could keep justice at bay. His Praetorian Guard, loyal only to his money, crumbled before the precision of the assault. The Delta operators breached the sanctuary in seconds. They found the man who had ordered the torture of thousands cowering in a panic room, stripped of his power, his generals, and his bravado. The operation lasted 2 hours and 20 minutes. At 2:20 a.m., the one responsible for Venezuela's tragedy was flown out of the country he had held hostage. Bound in gray sweats, hooded and shackled, he was transported to the USS Iwo Jima to face the justice he had denied so many for so long. The tyrant had fallen.